What's up, YouTube? How are you doing today? Chana D or Techno Dad here, and in this video, we're going to be talking about Dolby Atmos for music in Tidal. It's a brand new feature. We're going to get into it right after a word from our sponsor, the Hi-Fi Summit.
Have you ever wanted to attend a Hi-Fi trade show, but couldn't? Now you can. On June 26th to 30th, the Hi-Fi Summit begins. It's going to be a 5-day event available to people worldwide. There you can see your favorite brands, and you'll get to see all the new products before anybody else. If you're shopping for products, you can even narrow down your search based on price and other specific criteria. You'll be able to chat live with other audio enthusiasts, ask questions about products and get them answered directly by the companies. You'll be able to vote for best in show. You can even leave testimonials for your favorite brands. But no trade show is complete without an after party. So we're going to have Techno Dad spinning every single night. So you'll be able to sit back at home, bump it on your system, go to the HiFiSummit.com, buy your ticket, and let your hi-fi journey to the top begin.
All right, and be sure to grab your tickets to the Hi-Fi Summit down in the link in the description. All right, so let's talk about Dolby Atmos for Tidal. Now, I know a lot of you have been complaining about not that great Dolby Atmos movie tracks, and I'm happy to say, you can actually get a great Atmos experience with this Tidal Atmos streaming content. All right, so what do you need to get this going? Do you have Tidal already? Is it the Hi-Fi Tidal for $19.99? If it is, then you're good to go there. Now you need an Apple TV 4K or the NVIDIA Shield. I had my boy Joe check it out on his NVIDIA Shield and he couldn't get it working. So I'm not sure if this is the older Shield or it has to be the newer Shield Pro or the one that has Dolby Vision or the one that was released a few months ago, but that could be an issue. I listened to Tidal through the Node 2i, but I had to download it for the Apple TV 4K for the first time. And as soon as I downloaded it, it showed me a screen saying your device supports Dolby Atmos. So after you log in and verify your account, you're in the home screen of Tidal on the Apple TV 4K. Scroll down and you'll find available in Dolby Atmos. You can check out those albums, but if you scroll to the right, you can view all. So we want to do that. Now you can also search the phrase Dolby Atmos and get different results on the home screen. So that's definitely something you have to look into. But from the home screen, if we go into available in Dolby Atmos and then view all, I stumbled upon this album called Atmos for Androids. So if I select a song here and press info, we see that we get Dolby Atmos as the incoming signal and my Atmos setup is active and working. Now I spent about an hour listening to different tracks from different albums, and I gotta say this Atmos for Androids album has got some pretty awesome Atmos effects. In particular, a song by Buka Shade and Craig Walker called All of This and Nothing is awesome. Okay, they have this one sound that just starts on the left here, and it goes around you, and then it goes up to the top, and it's really nice. And I think that's one of the best displays of Atmos, and one you guys want to check out. I put on The Weeknd, and there's that first track, and what I noticed is that a lot of the vocals are going to be front and center. Drums are going to be front and center. What is going to be up high and around you is going to be like percussive sounds, any kind of like reverb tails or delay tails, sound effects. Like I did hear a swooshing that kind of just went swoosh around and then up. That was pretty cool. Of course, this is going to be more like for electronic music, maybe some, electronic based pop music is going to have that as well. But what I noticed when the Weeknd song was playing is that like the reverb tails were just like nice and big. And like when it got to me, like I felt like I was in my own concert, right? Like I've been at the Hollywood Bowl plenty of times, and I know from sitting in the nosebleed seats and then the super seats and then right up front, like you get different reverb tails in different spots. And I felt like I was at the concert because of the reverb that was coming off the heights and the surrounds. It made me feel like I was there, and that was really, really cool. Now there's quite a lot of music for this rollout. Halsey, The Weeknd, I listened to some Meek Mill, Coldplay, Johnny Cash, the Ramones. There's also classical and jazz music. And what I've noticed with most of the older stuff, the Atmos is there and you can hear it's on. You can have like certain things happening in the high channels and some in the surrounds, kind of like echo stuff. But it's not as cool as the like new stuff. And we all like that new. So honestly, I think it's kind of a novelty to have this older music in Dolby Atmos. I believe they probably just wanted a lot of options, especially since it's like rolled out over the weekend. And that's why they have like a lot of classical music, a lot of jazz, a lot of older recordings. There's a bunch of REM stuff as well. So I think it's just like a little teaser or tester. But honestly, like the best Atmos is coming out of that new stuff that came out in 2020. So I'm pretty excited to be able to get more of an experience out of my Atmos setup than the occasional 2 minutes in a movie, whereas you'll get, you know, much bigger range of content with music. And of course, music is supposed to be mixed well, you know, so if they're mixing it in Atmos, chances are they're doing a good job. Now, I noticed with like listening to a couple of tracks of the Meek Mill album, they had like the hi-hats on like the height channels, which is kind of cool. Background vocals, you know, that was definitely cool, but it wasn't like the greatest. I found like the tracks from Alesso were really good. Of course, that's electronic music, so I would assume they would have more special effects, more random synth noises, and just more things to play around in the 3D space. So I definitely like that stuff. And I think this is actually a pretty cool situation. And I can't wait to listen to more tracks in Atmos once they become available. So to recap, what do you need for this Dolby Atmos experience? You need a Dolby Atmos setup, 5.1.2, 5.1.4. And you know, honestly, from what I was hearing, having 4 height channels was awesome. Having 2 height channels, you'll probably get a good effect, but I don't think it would be as good as if you had the 4 height channels. Not saying it won't be cool. Definitely check it out. But when you add those extra 2 height channels, man, it opens up a lot more. So first you need that, and then you'll need a $20 Tidal account. It's the Hi-Fi account, so you can listen to Hi-Fi quality, you know, on your phone or computer or wherever. And then you're going to need either an Apple TV 4K or an NVIDIA Shield. Now, considering Joe couldn't get his working, maybe it's the newer NVIDIA Shield and not the model or whatever the older one was without Dolby Vision. But I think it's the newer one with Dolby Vision. They did not mention that on the website, but that could be the case. But if you guys are getting it to work with the older NVIDIA Shield, let me know down in the comments so that we can kind of clear that up. I don't own one, so I can't say. That's it. That's all you need to get it going. So if you have all that stuff laying around already, try it and see what you guys think and let me know. And if you guys have any questions about this or anything else, hit me up on social or email, whichever you like to do. And of course, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel using the button in the middle of your screen. Once again, my name is Chana D. I'm your Techno Dad. I'll see you next time.